Every bullet fired, every bomb dropped, every war fought, someone gets paid. In a world where peace earns nothing, but war earns billions, what do you think the world will choose? This isn't about politics. It's about profit. And the uncomfortable truth is, war has become a business. In 2024, global defense spending crossed $2 trillion. That's more than the entire GDP of Africa. But this isn't just about national security. It's a marketplace, a supply chain, a business model. From World War I to Ukraine, from Halliburton to Lockheed Martin, war doesn't just destroy, it enriches. World War I was a turning point. The U.S. stayed out until 1917, but profited long before that. As Europe bled, American factories boomed. By 1918, U.S. unemployment dropped to just 1.4%, and the country went from being a debtor to a global creditor. Arms, steel, textiles, all turned to gold. Under the Lend-Lease Act, the U.S. sent weapons to Britain, China, and the Soviet Union. When America entered the war, even cereal factories were repurposed to make tank parts. GNP rose by 50%, millions were employed, and when the war ended, those same industries began producing consumer goods, kickstarting a post-war boom. In 1961, President Eisenhower warned of something new, the military-industrial complex, a dangerous alliance between arms manufacturers and political power. He feared that if war became profitable, it would become permanent.
The acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Turns out, he was right. Modern defense contractors aren't just suppliers. They are stakeholders in conflict. In 2022, Lockheed Martin received $44.5 billion from the Pentagon. Raytheon, $25.4 billion. And General Dynamics, $21.5 billion. From Ukraine alone, the U.S. has spent $44.2 billion in military assistance since 2022, restocking its own arsenal with new contracts. Companies like Raytheon and Lockheed immediately received over $1.2 billion for Javelins, Stingers, and HIMARS systems. The global arms trade was worth over $531 billion in 2020. The top 5 exporters, the U.S., Russia, France, Germany, and China, control 75% of it. And let's not forget Halliburton. By 2008, it had made over $30 billion from war logistics in Iraq and Afghanistan, everything from food to laundry to bases. And yes, former VP Dick Cheney was its CEO just before the war. We were told that to earn freedom, rights, and independence, you have to fight, that wars are noble, that they're necessary. But in today's world, wars are no longer about justice or liberation. They're about filling the deep pockets of a chosen few, the people who run the machines behind governments, economies, and global power. While ordinary people lose their homes, their limbs, and their lives, defense executives celebrate stock gains. So before you take a side in any war, or worse, pick up a weapon, remember, you're not fighting for peace. You're paying for someone else's profit. The only thing that dies in war is the truth.